Welcome, everyone. My name is Mirthless Mirror, and today we are returning with another episode of 7 Days to Die, and I'm glad that you could be here. Last episode, we worked a lot on the Welcome Tunnel. That's what I'm calling it right now, is the Welcome Tunnel. Um, and it brings the zombies into an area of traps, because they want to go this way anyway, so I say, hey, why not? However, it needs some doors, it needs some power, it needs some ammunition. It needs a lot of things before it can start, well, being functional. So that's going to be our next step. I also hope to do some upgrading in the base and base building. So expect that in this episode. Let's bring a little bit of darts here. We're going to need way more than that. Guess I got to make some more. I guess that one needs iron, as does this one. As does this one. Wow, okay. I guess I need to get some iron too. Okay. That should do it. Wonder if I want another ladder here. And why not, right? Man, I gotta get some lights in here. I think I crafted some lights last time. And I need electrical wires. What are they called? Electric fences. That's what I need. In which case, let's craft them. I don't really remember what I need. Just electrical parts. Cool. You guys are still working, huh? I understand. That was a lot of forged iron I just used. I guess. No, I don't want to fill that in yet because I'm still working on the electricity in here. I know it doesn't look like it, all electricity turns on when I walk in, but they're actually on different circuits. So I need to rewire the whole area. So I don't want to cover that hole until I do that. Let's see, I have a center here, so I could easily do fluorescent lights. Interesting. Okay. Let's try there. Yeah, that's gonna look cool. So, okay, so not quite. No, that's not right either. Well, now I have a bunch to pick up, but let's see which one works best. You know, I think I want one closer. All right, that's the one I think. Okay, so I went with a 3, so I'm going to take this one. Yeah, yeah, that'll be cool. All right, and once we get here, maybe I want some wall lights. Oh, that's what I'm crafting over on these benches, and that's what's stopping me. We need some lights. Industrial lights, guys. None of this cobblestone stuff. We'll come back to that. No! Definitely don't want to scrap that. There. Now those have been expedited. Wow, they really made the blade traps look cool, didn't they? Yeah, they did. Not ready to put one of them down, though. Yeah, at least 2. That's a good place to start. Okay, I guess these are going to be high. I don't know if they should be high or low. I think I'm going to go with low. You know, having extra light in that might make sense to me. Maybe. Hey! This place isn't ready yet, buddy. But tell your friends. I still don't know if I should have the higher ones or the lower ones. So I'm just going to stick with the lower ones until I change my mind. So these... Oh, I have lights in here. We're fine. That's good. Good. I have lights in here. And I'm going to want lights in here too. I might expand this wall. I don't know why, it just felt a little small. So, let's stretch it out a little. Yeah, I do like that a little better. All right, I'm not going to worry about lights in here. I will put lights in here eventually, but I don't think it's super important for me to do it. So I'm going to start with these important lights. Hmm. This is kind of a tough space for lights. It's a very tight tunnel. We'll put the light there kind of to suggest that we're using the light for the door. And I think I do want lights here. I might even do 2 of them. Might look odd, but when you look up, you're looking at the lights, but really it's the shotguns that are looking at you. So I think I'm okay with that. Let's see how much light that gives me before I start thinking about another light. I could move those lights. Well, let's try it. We'll see what it looks like once it's all lit up. I guess I need a whole new engine if I'm going to do this, because this is kind of a large area. With a lot of lights, and I've got traps. And I'm going to need some cameras in here as well. Yeah, I think this will be okay. All right. And then I'm going to need one here. Let's do that. So it should turn on here. Yep. That looks about right to me. I usually set my lights and my defenses on different circuits, but it's a little bit of extra work. So I've been doing some of my defenses here on the same lights. Like this one is connected to the light, so it's on right now. Yep. And usually I just have them turn on if they see a zombie. But you know, why set up a whole different battery just for that? And so that's kind of what I'm thinking. Water garden. Well, I guess this can be welcome tunnel. I need more engines. All right, welcome tunnel. This thing's gonna have to travel a long way. This might be a nice spot for it. Very nice. All right, and let's see how far can we get it now. So about this far, huh? All right, that's cool with me. Oh, that means we're right in the tunnel, huh? Well, that could work. I just have to put it behind this wall instead. I guess right there. Let's see if that's going to work for me. Yeah. Very nice. I'll have to repair that later. So then I could just power this. I think I could just power the whole thing, right? Yeah, I might be able to just power the whole thing from here. Let's find out. Okay, I need to get through this wall. I use the trigger plates to connect the cameras so that they all work on one circuit smoothly. Okay, that should work. I guess I know where to put another trigger plate. Just right above it. It doesn't even have to look fancy, because it's kind of in a storage area anyway. All right, let's see where I can take this one. Okay. And now this camera. That should do it. All right, let's try that. Wow, I could almost reach. Let's see if I can. Yeah, I can. That's awesome. Oh, wait, I forgot about these cameras. Hmm. I did, I forgot about those cameras. Well, how do I want these cameras to function? Because if zombies come down this tunnel, it's going to turn on all these lights. All of these lights. Do I really want to do that? Like, I could just turn on the lights in that room, in this section. I just have to use a different battery or a different circuit, which would be fine. Okay. Let's put another one. Let's assume I cut off the room here. We'll put one here. And maybe I can connect these if they're not too far. They're not. Heck yeah. Now those are definitely connected. And I don't know. I guess I want these lights to turn on when there are zombies and when there is me. So I guess I will indeed connect these. Even though they have a fairly high likelihood of getting destroyed down here. And we'll also connect this trigger plate. And this trigger plate we will connect to the darts. We're just going to do one trigger plate for all 4 dart traps. I often do one trigger plate per dart trap. That way I have more accuracy of which dart trap is shooting when a zombie is stepping on its plate. But that's usually because I have them right above the zombies' heads. And these are they're right here. So if the zombie's standing right here, I think I want all 4 of them to shoot. It's a little bit simpler that way too. Oh, I forgot which one I chose. Do I have 4 wires coming out of that? No. Okay, that's a good start. Let's do that again over here. And let's see if my electrical fence posts are done yet. Because I want to add some of those as well. Yeah, they are. Whoops. Ran right into the stairs. Okay, so I did do a test one time because for those of you who are familiar with these posts, they receive damage as the zombies get electrocuted. And really only, unless it's been changed in a recent version, only one of them gets damaged. And I don't know if it's the source one or the secondary. And I did a test once to figure out which one it was, and I used to know, but now I've forgotten. So we'll just have to wire it one way, and if it doesn't work, we'll wire it the other way. Is that right above? It's kind of hard to tell. Maybe I'll just take out this block. Oh, there it is. In fact, I think it would be okay like this. But now I have to get underneath as well. And I didn't think about that when I upgraded this whole place. Oh no. That's okay. We can just remove this block. Oh, I guess I could have put it up a little higher. Why don't we do that? There. So like I said, I'm not really sure which one gets damaged, but we want the one that gets damaged to be the one that's up here. That way we can repair it easily. So I'm going to do it this way. This is the way I'm going to test it first. Is this one to this one. Dang. Okay, and that means I'm going to want to power that one. In which case, maybe I want the trigger plate to power this as well. They step on this and they just get electrocuted. Okay, that should work. We'll have to see if it works. I feel like these used to take up more space too. I don't know if I'm either misremembering or they've changed it in updates. The game changes a lot, so it's really quite possible. But hey, I misremember things a lot too. Oh man, I'm out of wood. Oh, it's just gonna be easier if I do this. Oh, that's the light is, there we go. Okay. So those should work. I gotta put some ammo in them. And now these should be on separate circuits. I just have to figure out how I want to power that one, I think. Or was it this one I was powering? Dang! I should not have taken a break in between setting up those things because I'm not really sure. Well, I think I'm powering that one. So it would be ideal. I wonder if I could just do the trigger plate. No, because then I'd be setting it up to the same circuit. So it would turn on if I even just walk into this area. So I want it to be different. If I could connect it here, that would be ideal, I think. But it might be a little too far. Yeah, I can't even get around this corner. Well, these blocks are already on upgraded, so why don't we try this? All right, let's try that. I'm definitely going to need more engines for this. All right, well, can I actually just take it right from here into here? Heck yeah. Okay. And this one should be connected over here. Yeah. Okay. Let's see if that worked. We're not going to have enough engines to power the whole place, but maybe I can borrow some from a nearby room. Just for the sake of testing. Hey, water garden. You look like you could share. Oh, I haven't connected all of these. Duh. That's the problem. Yeah, see, these are going to turn on. Oh, man. I stopped here. So... I'm going to need a light in here, too. Yeah! We'll start with... Actually, let's start with like 5 seconds. Wow, it sees me all the way to the end of the hall. I'm in a blind spot right now, so it should turn off. Yep. But it's a very small blind spot. Okay, cool. And then I should be seen from this one. No, because this one covers this door. Maybe I need one more camera. So this one will keep me on for about a minute. And then I'll be seen by this one, unless I turn in here. In which case, I won't be seen by this one at all. So it won't refresh the light. So I probably need another camera, but I only want one more camera. That camera makes sense because it'll see a zombie right when it comes in. Bam. Oh, those need to be connected too, huh? Boom. Well, I could put the camera right there. Or right here. The only problem is this room may need its own personal camera. You know, that's okay. Maybe I don't mind that. Like, who cares? It's 5 extra watts. Okay, so maybe if this one were to see me from here, and this one would see me if I'm in here, and this one would see me if I'm in here. I just gotta figure out which one I like the best. I think I like this one the best. And I could probably get away with having it being even lower. And if it's lower, maybe I can even move it forward. It looks all right to me. So I guess that means I need some more trigger plates down. Can I wire it that way? I can't remember. Because obviously if I have an additional trigger plate, it will work. But I don't want to make the circuit weird. And I just can't remember what I typically do. Yeah, see, now this one, yep, is no longer turning on the lights. So it's not actually doing anything. Okay. How do I want to do this? So I currently have this one connected to here. And then this one is connected above it. Right here. Okay. So what if this one connected here, and then this one connected here, and this one connected here? I might need another trigger plate for that. So let's see what that'll do. Maybe I want to connect this one to this one. Hopefully I don't end up getting confused on these. Sometimes I think, oh, no, that'll be obvious. And then, I return 2 months later and I'm like, I have no idea what I was doing. Here. To here. I'm going to need another trigger plate now. All right, now, there. Heck yeah. That means this place needs a light too. How about a basic bulb? Just right there. Nice and simple. All right, cool. And those ones turn off and on individually. Okay, that's good. Now my only issue is these shotguns need to turn on the moment a zombie walks into this room. So ideally I want it on that. That camera, I thought, oh yeah, that will be where these go. But that one is connected to all my lights. So those shotguns would turn on even if I just came down the tunnel. And that's an additional 30 watts, 30 watts that I don't need to be burning. So I guess my options is I can have an additional trigger, like a trigger plate here, and that would turn them on. But then if the zombie walked off, they would turn off unless I, let them go for powered for like a minute or 2 minutes. But they would also turn on anytime I walked into the room. I wonder if I turned this one on to zombies. No, that wouldn't make any difference. Okay. So I could have another camera just for these, and I could put it right there if I wanted to be nice and protected, or I could put it up here. Hey, those dart traps are on. Cool. I could put the camera there. That looks like a logical spot for a camera. And I think I can connect it from here. This one will only turn on for zombies. There aren't any strangers in the game, so I guess I will just have them turn on to zombies. Okay, and then we'll connect these here. But let's test it. You're on. Yep, and you've turned on both shotguns. Yep, turns on pretty much immediately. Oh man. Oh, would that tell me the damage that it did to itself? Where's my nail gun? Oh, it's right here. Probably wasn't enough. Probably needs more damage to it than just a little bit to take health away. But I might as well check it out. Yeah. I'll have to test it on a horde night or something. Yeah, those lights turn right on. So cool. Pretty much sees me right when I walk in the door. Okay. Okay. Let's have it on for a little while. Let's try 1 minute for now. Yeah, he sees me all the way down to the hall. Yep. Let's make sure this one is right as well. Yep. Sweet! I love doing the lights in this game, guys. It is so fun. All right, these four are okay. All right, so I need more. But actually, it just occurred to me that I turned those things on, but they're activated to me right now, which I do not want. Let's come in the other way. That shouldn't activate like that. It should only activate if they step on the trigger plate, right? I know my problem. Okay. Ow. Shouldn't that be turned off? Okay, I know what my problem is. It needs one of these. So, I guess it would make sense just to put them down here since I made kind of too large of a space. I wonder if that'll make it difficult for me to access my other thing though. Nope. Okay. Be easier if I hadn't upgraded these blocks. If you do railings, you can reach through them, but that's okay. These bars will work just fine for us. All right. Okay. Now we'll connect this to that. And then I also need to connect it to that. All right. Let's see how that works. All right. Turn that on. Oh. I don't have it connected. Okay, that's not the way it needs to be. Let's try this way. Nope. Okay, so maybe it needs to be like this. Okay, so if I were to connect this. Yeah. Now it's on, but it's not shooting. And if I were to step there, yep, turns right on. Beautiful. And I want it on for a minute. Aha! Beautiful. So I've got to do the same thing over here. But I need it on just to test that it's all going to work. Cool. Okay, for now, I'm just going to make those wood. I need to do some testing with it. And so I may remove it. It'll make it kind of vulnerable to the zombies for a little while, so I might need to replace them, but that's okay. Once I'm sure they work, then I'll be able to put in the concrete and then it will no longer be vulnerable. All right, well, our welcome tunnel works. Yeah. All right, let's rewire this while I'm thinking about it. We'll just start from scratch. Because basically I got to the testing phase of it to make sure that everything worked out and everything was going to make sense. But then I didn't do it properly. And I really should have. So we'll just start from square one and do it properly. Yep, okay. I can see why you would do that. I want to avoid disconnecting the cameras if I can. Okay, so I think I started there and went boom, 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 boom. Okay, which means I need to power that one, but it should be powered already. From here. Yeah. Wonder if I can just connect this one like this. And then too far? Only barely. Come on, I can sense that you're close. It's all right. I think I can do it like this. It's all right. Okay. So now all of those should turn on. It might be out of gas though. Oh, that was the... Was that the one I took the engines from to test this welcome tunnel? No. One power. 1 watt, I mean. That's not good. I must have it connected to the wrong thing. Did I break my water? Oh no, I did! Bummer. Well, I think it's here. To here. There. They all turn on. But I've done something to destroy this. Well, where does this one... I think I took some engines out, so before I start worrying about, hey, is the wiring correct? I'm going to make sure that, you know... Yeah, I removed some of this and I didn't turn it on. Okay. Well, it looks like my garden maybe using more power, or well, has more potential power than it needs. Let's turn it on and make sure everything is on. Okay. Yeah. Might be able to run on 3. Yeah. Oh, my water garden's not going to work though. Let's test to see how much power this welcome tunnel is going to use. And I need to have pretty much everything turned on to do that because I want everything to work seamlessly. So let's turn these traps back on for me because I want this to turn on for me too. So this should be on for the next 1 minute. I'm going to need it on for 5 just for now. Okay, so this one is security. I'm going to put it on 5 minutes briefly. Ow. Why would that one turn on? Oh, because I have these connected. Maybe I should make them individual rooms. I have them connected through a... Oh, I have connected to a trigger plate, and I really don't need that. Okay. Well, I know it's on for 5 minutes. So let's see if that works, and I can just add 1 watt to the total. No, I'll probably take away a trigger plate and replace it. So I might even subtract 1 watt from the total. Oh yeah, it's pretty maxed. It's pretty close. I could probably get away with 1 less. Let's see how the water garden is. Yeah, the water garden is maxed. Still maxed. It needs 6 engines. Yeah. So this guy's full. I gotta get more engines. All right. Let's readjust the welcome tunnel over here. Well, and I'll just connect this one to this one. Bam. Now these are separate. So now this one will turn on, but that one will not. Yep. That hurts, man. Yeah, you can see the lights glowing up from here. That's so cool. So this one, I need to test that it works. Yep. Okay. So cool. Let's fill the rest of these dart traps. We need more iron. Why are these flashing? How long do I have them on for? 5 minutes, that's what it should be. Alright. I think I can change these back to 1 minute though. Or these are not the ones that I changed to 1 minute. These ones need to be 5 minutes because I am in here for a little while. It was downstairs that I changed to 5 minutes. Yep, because they're still on. But I think I left these ones at 1 minute. There. Nice and bright. But that area remains dark, which is just fine. Okay. Let's upgrade some of it. Yeah, that looks all right. And I need how many doors? This one can be a regular old door, but this one needs to be vault, so I need 2 vault doors. Okay. I guess I want it like that. Yeah, that looks right. You know, it just occurred to me after placing those giant steel doors, which are going to be really a big pain in the butt to remove, I should have put them on a circuit so that, you know, when it sees zombies, the doors close. That makes a lot of sense. Well, let's make them. I don't know if I'm going to end up removing those doors. The steel doors take a really long time to remove, and they're expensive. But I think I need some electrical parts if I'm going to do that. All right, I think I can safely upgrade this stuff. So let's take a learning elixir and do it. Oh no, I'm out of wood. I just drank my learning elixir. Oh well. All right, we've lost about a minute and a half of our learning elixir. Let's see how much we can recover. Dang, that mountain is hard to get up. I'm really glad I did the corners already. That gives me the opportunity to just upgrade away. I like maximizing the amount of time that I upgrade during my learning elixirs. I want to keep that experience to its highest amount. I mean, there's like 300 levels in this game, guys, and you gotta move through them, so let's maximize the experience where we can. We're gonna have some flashing lights in here, but that's because we're staying in this area for so long. Once we have this upgraded and painted, essentially when we're done working in here, we won't be moving through this. Well, I should say when we go through this area, we'll be moving quickly and we won't be here for very long. So that's why I have it only at 1 minute. But if we do find that even, over time, the lights flash a lot, then I'll raise it up to 5. But I really doubt in this area that that's going to be necessary because I'm going to be moving from one space to the next. That's really what hallways are for. Hey, this space, I thought it was a little bigger, and I've still got a minute left on my learning elixir, so let's use it on this ramp out here. This ramp was a challenge to build, so it's good to be upgrading it, assuming I never have to fix it. There, that's the end of our learning elixir. I'll just do this last line. Okay. Let's get this too. This has needed an upgrade for a long time. I just guess I didn't get around to it. Okay, cool. Let's get some more engines. We need them. See if we can make some gasoline while we're gone. Looks like we can make a little bit. Oh. Well, you're almost full. Let's take it away. We need some iron on this trip as well, so if I have the room for it. I may not, because frankly, whenever I pull apart engines, that takes up a lot of my inventory space. We got a hackers. Let's bring some of this stuff. And let's collect our cotton before we go. That way we can keep up on that. It's nice that it's the middle of the night and it doesn't really feel like that. I don't even need my headlamp on, but I tend to keep it on all the time. Let's see, how many of these do I need? Okay. Cool. And we'll collect our water. Well, actually, I can have space for one. I might pick some up. All right, let's go. Actually, I'm gonna bring my or my gyrocopter. That's gonna be way faster. You can see the lights are on. There's a deer out there. That's cool. Oh no, I did it again. Oh, but I jumped back in. So, for those who weren't looking at that exact moment, um, I hit E, jumped out of my gyrocopter, and then by lucky chance hit E again and jumped back in. It's kind of crazy that they let you jump out with E when you're flying high up like that. Like, who would do that? I guess I could grab this thing as well. Let's see what we find. Yeah, let's pick up that car down there. How many points do I have right now? I have 6? That's a lot. There. That's going to make it a little easier. Dang, I hope I don't destroy my own thing here. Oh, now. Thank you. Hey, a chainsaw. That's a nice find. Hey, that's a deer. Oh, there she is. Oh, I'm already full, huh? Wow, gyrocopter chassis, huh? That's cool. I don't need those either. You know what? It's actually a pretty good time to hit the hackers. I see you. I hear someone coming. Hey, level up. Steel axe. I mean, I guess I can make that into steel tool parts. I think I'll do that. Whoa, Arlene! Give me some space. Whoa, big guy. And you are accompanied by some friends. Like Dionysus and the Maenads. Oh, a bear. And a lot of dogs. Yeah, take that, bear. Not afraid of you dogs either. Alright, I'm a little afraid of dogs. Yeah. Dogs and birds, guys. Those really mess up my day. Wow, this bear is nasty looking. We've got 3 engines so far. It's a good start. Guess I can get this big guy over here. What's up, big guy? Hey, I got multiple engines from this thing. Good for me. Hey, no dogs. Yeah, I heard you, doggy. Wow. Living in a hole. Sorry, doggo. Hello. My hackers is almost done. Let's tear apart this guy. This guy's got an engine. Crashed into a fence, huh, guy? Oh, you crashed into a person. Not cool. Ah, you hit a fence as well. Whoa, guys. Oh, we got a green guy coming. Oh, we've got several green guys. What's up, green guys? No! I made it by my fingernails. Man, this thing chews ammo up. This place is creepy, right? Oh, man. I can see why it felt creepy. You guys were watching me. Do not appreciate that kind of behavior. Whoa, you're blue. That hurt. I'm gonna run out of ammo in just a moment. Alright, big guy, you gotta go down. Did not realize there was a blue guy in here, too. Alright. Okay, that worked out. It blew up my car, though. Thanks for the refresh, guy. Where did you guys come from? Oh, it's Blood Moon tonight. Bummer. Where's my motorcycle? There's my engine. I want that battery too. Oh, it's only level 2, but I'll take it anyway. I want that animal fat. I'd prefer the animal fat over... Oh, wow. My inventory is very full. All right, let's go. Wow, our base is starting to look pretty good from a distance. Still has a lot of work to do. A lot of work. Down? Yeah. Hey, batteries level 6. That's awesome. I guess I'll pick up some of these and sell them. And you know what? I'll sell that chassis too. Actually, I probably want to use some of these. Yeah, we got a lot of engines. That's fantastic. Okay, let's see how my engines are doing in here. So these should all have what they need. Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to prepare for Blood Moon. So let's put on these doors. Oh no, that's right. These are my electrical doors that I'm thinking about putting downstairs. So I'm gonna have to destroy the old doors before I do that. So I think what I'm gonna do is let the zombies test out those doors for us. Let's check. I should have the need of some more darts. Yeah, a lot more darts. All right, well that'll do for tonight. What if I got a little bit of iron? Cutting it rather fine to Blood Moon. But I am out of iron. I don't know that I'm convinced that that's that much faster. Maybe when I get around some soil. I don't want someone falling on my head while I'm doing this. I'm gonna go for 18,000. Oh, we got someone who's coming. There. That'll do. Be a good start. Let's put these in so they burn during blood moon. Really, I need 2 sets of iron in there. And the motorcycle. All right, my friends, that marks the end of this episode. We will be returning in the next episode, starting with Blood Moon. And hopefully the welcome mat that we have made for our zombies will work out really well for us. We can kind of see if these things are getting damaged unnecessarily. We can kind of test out if the zombies get stuck or if they have any kind of issue. And hopefully they break down those doors, and then I can replace them with powered doors if I, decide that that's better. But anyway, make sure that you're there. Like, comment, and subscribe so that we can hang out on this journey. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye.